What's up, all my skaters? If you can see the stuff behind me, today we're gonna make a rail. We're making this rail for $0. It's not gonna be the best thing in the world, but it's gonna be something that we have to practice at home. I'm gonna talk to you about how I'm making it for nothing and how to do it. Let's go. Alright, so I'm building this rail using wood that I found at a construction site. So these are from the scrap piles. They are clearly used. I'm gonna have to remove these nails. Found the thickest piece of PVC I could. If you're gonna do this, look for the trash piles or the bins. Be sure to talk to a construction foreman at that site to make sure that it is okay that you are taking these pieces of scrap. If so, you got a rail for $0. Let's go. All right, so if you can see it, I went ahead and already drew a line where I'm gonna cut these to the same length as this pipe. So these two pieces are going to diagonally stand up together. This will go in the middle of it. And this smaller piece I'm going to cut and use it as supports on the bottom, so that way there's just something extra to grip the pipe and help keep it up. So I've been wanting to make a rail for a while. I got an idea to do a rail similar to this from a few pictures I've seen on Instagram. There's some park somewhere in the area I've never been to that has a similar rail. And then Keenramps actually made a video on how to make a cheap rail. So I'm actually making it based off of their video and how they did it. So I'll put a link in the description below, or I'll put it up here. That way you can guys check that one out as well. I'm gonna do this one a little bit quicker than theirs and get you going. Okay, so ultimately, this is kind of what it's going to end up looking like. I need to trim up a few things. I'm going to try to cut this so it's flat, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I've never done this before, but to try and make it level on the ground, like Keenramps is talking about, so there's more surface area to keep it from sliding. I went ahead and marked my angles using this board when I had that on top of it. And this is long enough, I went ahead and used it as a guideline. So I don't know if you can see it, but I've marked my pencil line all the way through, matching to this side. And I'm gonna try to go ahead and do it with the skill saw. We'll give it a shot. Alright, so completely dark. I lost all light. I went through 2 batteries on my Ryobi. I probably should just pull out the table saw to begin with, but honestly I was being lazy and I just didn't want to have to move a whole bunch of stuff to get it out. But now I'm gonna go ahead, I moved a bunch of stuff, taking it out anyways. I'm gonna try to get this finished tonight. Alright, so I've got these cut pretty close to 30-degree angles, and now what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm cutting boards. It's gonna go on the bottom for extra grip. And just to help for a little bit more stability as well. So I've got this set up here. It's my little piece of wood. It's just it's about 1 inch thick. So making our slats. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little slats. I'm just gonna go under. That should be more than enough for extra support. Alright, I'm going to start one end. I'm going to go ahead and put this under if I can without it falling, and I'm going to go to the other side and do the same. And this doesn't have to be perfect to start. I'm going to probably screw it from the bottom in the end. So since these 2 pieces at the end are holding it together, I'm flipped it. I'm gonna go ahead and just drill the screws in for all of these slats before I do the top. Alright, so it's been 2 days since I first started this. I was finishing it up in the night, and because it was dark, I actually cut this side a little bit shorter. I'll show you it. You can see here, So this side's a little bit shorter than this side, so this part of the rail does lean a little bit that way. But that's okay, you'll still skate just fine. And then I still need to drill holes in through here to attach screws. You see how it wobbles just a little bit? So right now I've only got 2 on the end on each side. Waiting for some help to finish screwing those in because I don't have a long enough bit extension to be able to get it. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to skate it right now anyways. I think it should be fine, it's not gonna go anywhere. So let's test it out, see how it works. Well, calling it quits already.